Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gaming with me, Tony Mo, and welcome to a unique weapons guide for Fallout 4. Today we're going to be taking a look at the return of a favorite, the return of a legendary classic, the return of the Terrible Shotgun, or as it is known in Fallout 4, Le Fusil Terribles. I know, I can't speak in French, but let's just take a look at this thing. It is a combat shotgun that is not fully upgraded. You can actually do further modification to it. We're looking at a base damage of 102, and it's also going to give you a stat bonus that grants plus 25% damage and limb damage, but the weapon has more recoil. Really, a small price to pay for such a devastatingly powerful shotgun that can be further modified and upgraded. So let's go ahead, head over to the map, and take a look at just where you need to go to get your hands on this metal and wood beauty. We're going to be looking for a location known as Libertalia. It's actually an upturned ship that has been turned into a radar camp. Some of the surrounding locations include Nordhaven Beak, East City Downs, Revere Satellite Array, Gibson Point Pier, and Lynn Pier Parking. Along the way, you're also going to trudge through Nahant Sheriff's Department as well as Nahant Wharf. This is located on the east side of the map, almost directly between north and south. This is a level 25 zone. It's a yellow zone according to the guide. That means that you're going to want to bring power armor, and I would not recommend here going on early in the game. I came here level 33 on survival difficulty and found it to be quite a challenge. A lot of legendary spawning in this location, but it's well worth it to get your hands on an incredible unique, probably one of the best unique shotguns in the game. So spawn at a location that is closest for you. In my case, I actually had to push from Lynn Pier Parking all the way past Nahant Sheriff Department to Nahant Wharf. Nahant Wharf is the start of the raider defense. You're going to find a bunch of boats and docks strung together to make the platforms and paths that will lead you to the Libertalia. Be wary though, because the Libertalia does overlook Nahant Wharf, so you will see enemy raiders firing upon you. I actually encountered a fat man as well as a missile launcher in my time fighting here. If you do decide to bring power armor, be careful not to slip off the dock, because when you fall into the water, the chances of making it to shore before dying are incredibly slim. It's actually a really sucky location to fall into the water when in power armor, so just be aware of that. Push your way through the wharf, killing all of the raiders along the way up to the Libertalia itself, and start your ascent. You're going to have to go up several tiers, eliminating enemies along the way until you find a door that will grant you access to the captain's quarters. Once inside, look for a yellow crate with a 75-mile-per-hour sign just above it. On that crate, you will find the good old Terrible Shotgun, or as I said, it is now called Le Fusil Terribles. Honestly, guys, this is, to me, if you're a weapons guy, a firearms dude or gal inside of Fallout 4, do yourself a favor, grab this shotgun. This thing is seriously devastating. The base damage of 102 and that bonus stat plus 25% damage and limb damage makes this thing absolutely devastating. If we actually go ahead and take a look at it in our weapons workbench, we can see what we can do in terms of modifications to make this thing even more deadly. I mean, it is honestly just absolutely just an outstandingly powerful shotgun. There's no denying that. So as I said, the weapon has a base damage of 102. We're looking at a 20 fire rate, 71 for the range, accuracy is 29, the weight is 12, and the overall value is 394. But there is plenty of room for modification with this thing. It only has a light frame receiver. If you have gun nut rank 3, you can go ahead and put an advanced receiver on, which is going to give you 178 damage with a fire rate of 26. It's going to increase its value to 443. Honestly, that is an exceptionally devastating shotgun with the bonus damage and limb damage. That is insane. It's running probably the best barrel setup. You could go ahead and put a recoil compensating stock on there. It's going to increase your accuracy and help you deal with that increased recoil. It has a standard drum magazine, which you could of course upgrade to a quick eject drum magazine. You can also modify the front sight ring to give you bonus accuracy by using something like a glow sight or a reflex sight, circle or dot. And if you'd like, you could throw a bayonet or some sort of a muzzle attachment like a compensator or muzzle brake to further increase its accuracy at the cost of range. Again, also helping deal with that recoil. Now, an interesting setup that I would like to see someone run on this is with the suppressor. I feel like 102 damage with a lot of the stealth bonuses and suppressor bonuses could make this thing one of the most insane stealth weapons in the game. It just kind of goes to show you how powerful this thing is as a base weapon and the potential it has for modification with that bonus stat. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this guide. I hope it helped you get your hands on the good old terrible shotgun. Really, I know this was a fan favorite going back to Fallout, and I'm really stoked to have found it in Fallout 4 once again. I've put aside my legendary personal shotgun, and I've upgraded the Le Fusil, and I'm going to continue to upgrade it to make it even more epic. I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys with some footage of this thing shredding some limbs, and I will see you in the next one.